lovely people, it's Candy here. I'm sitting at my tarot desk today, and I have to admit today this is a bit of a weird one because I'm feeling disappointed and sad. There's been things going on online which I've not spoken about. Have been really unpleasant, to be honest, and I'm talking about online bullying. And you would think that in the spiritual community and in this community this sort of thing wouldn't happen, but it is, and it's been going on for a while now. And I've done some work this week on releasing it and just handing it all back. And I did some reading about what it feels like to be on the receiving end of somebody trying to make themselves feel big by making others feel small, and what to do if you're the person that they're trying to make feel small, the person that they're trying to crush your spirit or kill your joy or make you feel about 2 inches tall. And having come from a background, I mean, I've spoken about it on my channel lots of times. Everybody knows I've come from a background of abuse and narcissistic abuse. And it doesn't sit well with me when somebody uses their arrogance and their position to make somebody else feel unimportant. I'm too old and I've been through too much to sit in that and just accept it. It's not acceptable, especially, guys, when we're in lockdown. 2020 is a really, really, really tough year for a lot of us. I know it is for me. I have lost all of my support network as a carer. My days are 24 hours without a break, and you know, the online world is more important when your external world is shut off, and for that online world to suddenly be made to feel unsafe because of somebody else's arrogance, it's just really disappointing. So I thought I'd share some of the things that have helped me this week, just in case anybody else is going through it. I mean, I'm so new to this community that I'm surprised anybody's got the energy, to be honest, to throw things at me. But obviously they have got the spare time for that. But if I'm going through it as a newbie, I just thought, gosh, I wonder if other people are going through it. And, you know, how close to the edge might those people be who are being bullied in 2020 especially? And I thought, you know what, I'm not going to name and shame. They can hold on to that for themselves. But what I did want to do is just share some of the things that I've read and experienced this week, and share a spread as well. Just in case there's somebody else going through similar, just to say you're seen, you're heard, and it literally just rise above it. I went online and I had a look at different things and listened to psychologists speak, and basically I came up, there's about 3 reasons why somebody would try and crush your spirit. First of all, anybody going through similar, I want to say that one of the main reasons people do this is there's something about your light that exposes their darkness. So really, all of their shitty behaviour, it's not really about you, it's about them. They're being forced to see something in themselves that they don't like. So it really isn't about you. It really is about them. It's projection. And do you know what? It means you've got light shining. If you were sat in a very dark corner in the shadows, they wouldn't see you, so they wouldn't be coming after you. You must be shining a light for them to bring their shady behaviours to try and put your light out. You just carry on shining. You know, you've got this. So don't stop bringing your passion. Don't stop bringing your brilliance. Don't stop being uniquely you. The tarot community, the witchy community, every online community needs unique individuals that bring love and passion and support, encouragement, especially for people like me who are new. You know, it's really easy to be made to feel small or ridiculous because we're new. So especially if you're new to the community, if you're trying something for the first time, if you're stepping out and being brave, that's light shining. Let's be light shiners for each other. And if anybody does try to rain on your parade as you do it, just hang on to your joy and do not stop bringing your passion. Another reason that people can throw shade at you and online bullying, a lot of the time they have a mindset of lack or scarcity. You know, somehow your light is detracting. Your light is detracting from their light. There isn't enough to go round. You know, somehow your uniqueness and your brilliance and your enthusiasm and your joy and your sharing, in their minds, often the bullies think that somehow detracts from what they're doing. And it doesn't. There's enough to go around. I think the more love and support we give out and the more encouragement and the more spaces we make for new people, the more beautiful our community is going to be. I detest bullying. I detest passive aggressive comments and eye rolling designed to throw hate, really. That's what it's doing. There is the old saying that if you haven't got anything nice to say, then don't say anything at all. And in this situation where your intent is to throw shade, then that stands. We live in a world where there are so many battles we need to fight. We've got Black Lives Matter, we've got inequality, we've got racism, we've got the environment falling apart, we've got coronavirus, where we're in isolation. The very, very last thing we need is online bullying, just because somebody's got a fragile ego and a scarcity mentality. It's just not acceptable. So what do we do if somebody is thinking that your light is putting out their light? Well, I've chosen to completely ignore it and to not retaliate, and to just do my own work. And I thought I'd share my own work just in case somebody else is going through it too. If you're here and you're listening and you're thinking, gosh, I've been going through that, then just know it might be a scarcity mindset on their part. Send love their way. You know, do a if you're into prayer, pray for them. Ask your tarot cards what to do. I mean, I asked my Thoth deck what to do about the situation, and it just basically said, hold on to your own emotions. Just make sure your own emotions are in check. So I've done my own emotional work around this and I've released it. Sometimes people want us to pick up their bags, and you know, you got to just carry your own bags. Don't pick up their hate and stew. Just focus on not giving it out in return. Give out some love. So if you are going through a similar situation, then throw out some love at somebody. Find a newcomer online and encourage them. Make sure that any online space you create is welcoming and encouraging, and you know, do the work. do some shadow work, use your cards for shadow work, to explore how you're feeling. Yeah, but hold on to your own bags, don't pick up theirs, is what I'm going to say there. And then one of the last key points that I found when I was reading this is, why do people throw hate and shade and think it's okay to bully? Is sometimes people are going along with the crowd to prevent the tables from turning on them. Now, in this situation, this isn't the case. I think this bullying seems to me to be stemming from arrogance, but and more that idea of making themselves feel big to make somebody else feel small, which is despicable, really. But you know, if there is somebody going along with the crowd and joining in with the bullying, then I think we have to throw love out at people. I think it's terrifying to live afraid, and that's what bullies try and make you do. They make you live afraid. But again, it's not about you. It's about trusting in your own boundaries, you know, knowing where you end and they begin. There is a division, there is a pause between you and them. You don't have to let it seep in. Even with the in the narcissistic abuse recovery circles, we call it them the flying monkeys, the people around the abuser who are joining in. Either they're confused, or they're believing lies, or they're frightened of tables turning. They're the flying monkeys. So back away, put physical boundaries in place. Online it's easy just to block, but you don't have to let them in. You can you can realise that there is a boundary. You do have an edge, they have an edge, and there's a gap in between. Make that gap bigger if you can. That's what I've done. So self-validate. If you're going through this, go to town on knowing who you are. Find words that describe you, so that when their words come in, you've got your own words and you can say, I'm sorry, that's not my reality. Say it to yourself, not to them. That's not my reality. These are my words. My words are joy and, you know, and excitement and learning and study and improvement and progress and kindness and support and welcoming and peace. Hold on to your own words. You know you. Often this bullying comes from people that have never actually met you, and like I say, it's projection. It's all about them, really. So develop your own narrative about yourself and keep shining. Do not let anybody diminish you. I would say I lost, 2 decades of my life allowing other people to put my fire out. Not a week of being cross about something, but 2 decades, over 20 years of pandering to the words of other people. I'll be damned if I'm escaping that to start again. I send love and support out to anybody going through similar. 2020 is especially not the year to do this. So I brought my Animal Wise Tarot out today. I thought this would be really apt to do this reading with. Let's see what the animals have to say, and I'm going to show you a spread about what the hell to do in crappy situations. Let's see if this can give me some advice and give anybody watching that's also going through a similar situation some advice for everybody feeling a little bit stamped on. 2020 especially is not the year to be doing this to other people, and if you're going through anything like this, I'm so sorry. and keep shining your light. Don't be diminished. This video is for you guys. This is a safe space, and anybody going through similar can always find me on Instagram and message me. I don't want anybody going through similar to feel like they aren't heard or seen or encouraged, but do not put out your light for anybody. And I'm going to do a 5-card spread, which anybody can use if they're going through similar, just to get a handle on the situation. I'm going to share the spread with you in case you need a little bit of encouragement today, to just get over somebody else's shit that they might be throwing at you. So the first card is the crappy story. What's actually going on? Card 2, what can you do about it? Because this is about you guys. This is about you. This is about you know, what you need to do for you. You can't change anybody else, but you can hold your own story close and your own heart close. Card 3 is what you can't do about it, because there are going to be things you can't do. You can't control other people. They have to find their own way. Card 4, what are the lessons behind all of this? What is this doing to you, but what is this teaching you? And the last card is, what's the highest good that I can bring out of this situation? You know, because perhaps if I hadn't have experienced what I've experienced the last few weeks, then I might not be prompted to make this video, and somebody out there might really need to see this today. Right, so the highest good. Let's always aim for the highest good, even if our feelings have been hurt by somebody else's shade throwing. Okay, so there's our 5 cards. So the crappy situation is the Queen of the Winged One, so the Queen of Swords. This makes me laugh. Vision and spiritual perception. This is somebody that really does see themselves as the queen wielding a sword, the queen of vision and all things spiritual. Yeah, this is, for me in this reading, this card, it's the sharp-tongued queen who thinks she's got it all going on and doesn't want anybody stepping anywhere near her space, her throne, her kingdom. We've got arrogance in the mix. Okay, card 2. What can you do about arrogance being thrown at you? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I so love that. This little creature down here, this otter. Otters, you watch them play in the water, they're so joyous, but they're stubby little creatures. If any creature was going to be me, it was going to be this, somebody that likes to play, but you know, you haven't got the show of this. You know, what you see is what you get, guys. Creativity and skill, grounded in the earth. Just ground yourself, go and play, ignore it. You don't need to pick up a sword as well. Go and ground yourself. We're not in the swords here. We're not in arrogant thinking. We're playing, and we are holding on to our creativity and skill. Don't let somebody make you feel like you've got nothing to offer, that you've got no skills, that you've got no creative spirit. You know, hold on to who you are and what you can bring. Oh my gosh, those 2 cards together are just everything. I love it. Okay, card 3. What can't you do about it, guys? Oh my gosh. New depths of creativity. You can't sit in judgment. That's such a good message. There's judgment here. You've got going down to the depths. So for a start, don't dive too deep. Don't dive too deep and dwell on it, because just like they don't know your story, you don't know their story. And I think if we mull things over and ruminate too much, rather than just walking away and carrying on our own play, we can get sucked in. It rubs off. It rubs off. And I think if we start sitting in judgment of somebody else, it makes us bitter when we could be playing like the otter. So you can't know the whole story back. You can't. There might be something that they've watched that has misinformed them. They might have somebody else whispering in their ear. You just don't know what's going on. But what you do need to do is not let the sword drag you down to the depths and make you start judging. Be clear who you are. Hold on to that. Be clear what you want to send out into the world. Creativity and skill. Just focus on you. You know, you've got gaps, you've got boundaries between people. You don't need to let any of it in. Let them carry their own bags. Don't be dragged down. Don't sit in judgment. You can't know the whole picture. That's what you can't do about this. You can't know for certain, especially not in 2020. We're all going through tough times. Okay, what's the lesson behind all of this? Oh my gosh, I love the fact that we're getting Pentacles and the Earth for the cards directly linked to us. So the lesson behind it is the Nine of Pentacles. Work for your dreams. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love that. You know, focus on you. Keep your eyes on you. We got creativity and skill here. Work for your dreams. Do not let somebody tell you you aren't skilled enough for your dreams. You aren't creative enough for your dreams. You don't know what you're talking about because you're new in the community. Do not let somebody put those labels on you. Keep working for your dreams. You know where you're going. You know what skills and creativity you've got. You know how awesome you are. You know that the only reason they're coming at you is because you've got light. You've got light, so keep working for them. Don't be dragged down. Look, if you get dragged down here in judgment and follow their spirit, then your light's going to go out pretty damn quick. So don't. Keep working for your dreams. And what's the highest good that can come out of this? The Knight of Shapeshifters, Praying Mantis, Insight, Protection in Stillness. Oh, I just love it. Oh my gosh. So this is Cups. This is about emotions. Praying Mantis. Now I said earlier, you know, if you want to send love their way, if you're into prayer, you know, send prayers their way. The highest good that can come out of this is in your insight and protection in stillness. You know, perhaps you might need to make sure that you've created a peaceful place that others feel safe in. You can have a soul space, an internal space of stillness formed. It doesn't need to be an external place of stillness. Emotions are about knowing that you've got that inner quiet room that you can go to when you're affronted by bullying, just to sit in without reacting. Respond, don't react. And to respond and not react, you have to be calm. You know, it's putting the pause in place, pausing before you react. And to do that, we all need an internal place of stillness. Perhaps any experiences of bullying you might be going through are encouraging you to create a protective space inside of you where your emotions can sit. You can listen to the fury of your initial emotions and sit with them, learn their lessons, and then calm yourself. It protects you, it protects your spirit, and it gives you insight. It's made me realize that I'm still I need to be slightly more wary before I jump in with huge amounts of friendship and trust without knowing somebody. It makes me realise that a slightly calmer, stiller offering up of myself is still required, really. So, you know, what is this situation trying to teach me? Not why is this happening, but what am I learning from it? So insight, the highest good that can come from all of this is insight into yourself, making sure that you've got that space of inner stillness, and then offering it out into the world. There might be somebody watching this that's going through the same and needed this insight of this reading. You know, let's make sure that our spaces, especially in 2020, are safe for people. Let's not wield swords in 2020. Let's not try and drag each other down. Let's not throw out judgment, but let's go to our place of stillness. And let's never ever put our lights out. Let's sit with our creativity and skill. Let's play and let's work for our own dreams and encourage others to do the same. There is no lack when it comes to kindness and light shining. There is no lack. Somebody else shining doesn't put out your light. So love to anybody who's gone through similar or might be in the throes of something similar. I see you. Keep shining, and when you need, go to your place of stillness. Okay guys, thank you, and I will see you next time. Bye.